Hello all, good afternoon. So here I am again with all new episode. So let's get started with our work today. So today I have come up with episode 8, that is career and prospect in microbiology. Myself, Dr. Binita Desai, assistant professor, Sarvajanik University, and I work as assistant professor Sri Ramakrishna Institute of Computer Education and Applied Sciences. So I welcome all viewers for all new episode 8, where we will be talking with all new topic, that is career and prospects in the field related to microbiology. So today I have our alumni student Pooja Shukla with us. Pooja, welcome you to this platform where I know that as a very brilliant student, you will guide our viewers that how they can build their career in the field of microbiology as you work as a assistant lecturer. You can guide in an academic session also that how the students can opt for this field also. So it will be very useful today for our viewers, and I hope they grab the knowledge regarding the field of microbiology. So I welcome you to the platform, and I'm very glad that we met again and got a chance to meet you and talk with you and some discussion regarding our subject. So starting with our today's alumni students, just I would like to introduce her. She is an alumni student of SRKI since 2014 till 2019. So she have been studying in SRKI since 5 years. She had worked as teaching assistant at Bhagwan Mahavir College, and currently she is working as teaching assistant at VNSGU, that is Veer Narmat South Gujarat University, Department of Biotechnology. When she was a student, she was a very brilliant student, I must say. Not because she is a guest today, but yes, I know her. She stood always first in debate competition. She had also stood and grabbed many competitions on base of debate competition, elocution competition. She have also gone in research deep down working as a project owner at Bhagwan Mahavir. Recently, she is pursuing her PhD at VNSGU. So I'm happy to call my student as Dr. Pooja Shukla later. So not only academics and not only extracurricular activity, she was also a brilliant student. And in recent era, she have attended many regional, national, international conferences, symposium, webinars, and she is now creating her data, or you can say increasing her data related to research also. So let us meet her today, and now she will be guiding us that in 2014 when she was a student and now in 2022 what are the different eras scope. I think youngsters have more wider vision. So she is going to discuss all the opportunities in the field of microbiology with us today. So Pooja, you can start with the session.
Thank you, ma'am. Firstly, thanks a lot for introducing me. And like faculties, you encourage us and motivate us to do good and well in our career. As a teacher is someone who can mold us in a better manner, and we got the best faculties in SRK, I must say, because each and every faculty over there, not only the teaching faculty but the non-teaching also helped us and encouraged us in every aspect, whether it was dissertation or it was a theoretical based paper. So, firstly, myself Pooja Shukla, and I'm really grateful and thankful to SRK and Sarvajanik University for calling me as an alumni to introduce microbiology and microbiology career prospects. As I can say, I'm younger to introduce it, but yes, how much information I've got by these 7 years, I can really guide you, and I can tell you in which field you can go. I might have not chosen that field, but that field could also be a boon for you. So I can guide in that way. So my session will be completely on the proper, I can say, the career and prospects in microbiology. And I can say currently I'm working as an assistant lecturer in Department of Biotechnology, VNSU, and also I'm pursuing my PhD from Veer Narmad, South Gujarat University. So today's my lecture is on career and prospects in microbiology. So before I start with the career and prospects in microbiology, all of you, many of you might be wondering of what is microbiology, because in my near and dear ones itself asked me what is microbiology. But I just want to say it is not just that we read or we study about the microbes. We also know the usefulness, right? Because they are also having a harmful effects to us, but there are so many advantages of microbes in our day-to-day life that we were not aware of before we haven't opted for the microbiology. I'm frankly saying you, when I opted for microbiology, I wasn't aware that these minute microorganisms exist in this much things, right? Cheese, yogurt, we used to eat many times, but we don't know the fermentative aspects of the microbiology. Right, so my today lecture is overall on that, so that you can understand how much these microorganisms are useful and harmful, from pathogenic to the advantage to industrial level. Right, so microorganisms, along with their activities, are fundamentally important to almost all process on earth. Right, so microorganisms are in us, on us, around us, because they affect every aspect of our lives. Thus, they matter, right? Because we know they are around us, they are in us, right? In our gut microbiome. So these are small microorganisms which are invisible with the naked eye, right? We have studied from our lower classes that these are the small microorganisms that we cannot see with the naked eyes. But if students, you wonder, you have an interest to visualize them, to study them with the molecules, what they are made of, then you should opt the microbiology subject, because not only you can observe them at a microscopic level, but you can have more information how they are made up of, how they do activate, and what are their importance in our day-to-day life. So they mainly include bacteria, virus, fungi, algae, and parasites. And for this reason, these microbiology subject is considered as universal, right? Because it is from us to around us to whole world. And I just want to say there are many of the subjects which we pursue, but this microbiology or the life science subjects are not only local, we can say not restricted to our nation. It is a worldwide subject. We can expand our skills, our knowledge by moving towards the foreign countries too. For this reason, it is a universal subject which is coming and including most of the microorganisms. Now, as we were in the first year, we were told that we are the microbiologists. Now the journey starts from the first year, I can say the first day when we enter our college. Now you must be aware of who are the microbiologists. So a person who simply specializes in the field of microbiology are called as the microbiologist. And microbiologists are regarded as scientists who play a vital role in studying organisms and infectious agents that cannot be seen with our unprotected eyes, जिनको हम normally हमारे open eyes से नहीं देख पाते हैं. See for example, अभी जो वायरस, कोरोना वायरस सबसे ज़्यादा spread हुआ है, everyone is saying जो नॉर्मल जो लेमन है वो उनको लगता है कि ये क्या है, बट वी आर अवेयर, यस देयर आर स्मॉल माइन्यूट ऑर्गेनिजम्स व्हिच वी कैन नॉट ऑब्जर्व, बट दे आर प्रेजेंट एंड दे कैन बी इन्फेक्शियस टू us. So they also study the interactions of microorganisms with humans and other organisms that exist and affect our lives. Microorganisms also check the food whether it is safe or not, develop green technologies, and track the role of microbes in the climate change. And for this reason, they are having a good opportunity, a good career as a food microbiologist. जितनी भी फूड इंडस्ट्रीज होती है वहां पे भी आपका एक अपॉर्चुनिटी बनता है. Because of its wide interdisciplinary subject, it is having a more career opportunities. Now, the question would be for a few of the persons, like if I want to be a microbiologist, what should I do? First, I will suggest you to do 12 science with biology or maths biology. That means B or AB group. If you have completed, whether it is from GHSB, CBSE, ICSE, you are eligible to opt your graduation subject as microbiology. And further, if you feel interest in this particular subject and you are looking forward to take microbiology as your post-graduation subject, you should be from any of the life science subject, either it could be microbiology, biotechnology, biochemistry, with 55% aggregate from any of the recognized college or universities. And in case you get more interest in the microbiology and you want to pursue your doctorate or postdoctorate in the particular subject, for that reason, you should be having a master's degree in the particular associated area, and then you can pursue the PhD. But for the PhD and masters, I just want to tell you that many of the universities and colleges, whether it is a government university, it is private university, or it is international colleges, they all have their own entrance test or criteria. If you will fulfill them, you can simply get enrolled to the particular PhD or master's program. But for that, you should be starting your survey from your graduation itself. Because when you will start your survey after completing your graduation, that it will be too late. Now comes the branches of microbiology. As I'm saying you, there are wide opportunities in this particular subject. You would be wondering like, what are the opportunities? You can simply see there are various branches of microbiology on the basis of application and on the basis of taxonomic characteristics. On the basis of application, if I talk about, there is an aromicrobiology. The different kinds of microorganisms are present, like the bacteria, virus. These all are present in our surrounding area. They are also present in the water. For this reason, as in wastewater treatment or water microbiologist, you can be appointed at those places also. Soil microbiology, many of the microorganisms are helpful for the fertility of soil. You will be able to understand how they are helping our soil to get fertile. Then food microbiology, as I said, there is disadvantage of microorganisms, because if we don't keep our food at a proper place, it can spoil our food. But also there are few of the fermented foods for which they are advantageous. Like then milk microbiology, we can simply see the lactobacillus. We all are aware it is important. Industrial microbiology, where you have simply seen the paper industry, textile industry, and there are many more industries which are looking towards the microorganisms, so that they can expand their production with the help of organisms. Medical microbiology, geomicrobiology, and biotechnology. These are the great, we can say, the branches based on the application. Now the taxonomic characteristics. You can simply go through a more specific study on the basis of bacteriology. Now what is bacteriology? It is nothing but it is the study of bacteria. Mycology, it is study of fungi. If you are more interested towards the fungus or the sporogenesis of overall fungi, you can move towards, you can do masters also in the mycology. Phytology is the study of algae. Parasitology is your particular, you can say, the study of parasites. Immunology, that simply provide resistance, the immune system of our overall body. You can get knowledge by studying the immunology. And virology, that is the study of virus, right? So these are the overall, I can say, the branches on the basis of taxonomic level and on the basis of application that come under the overall microbiology, right? So as I said, these are the overall branches and they are boon. Now we are aware of how they are boon. If we are simply doing the study of any of the microorganisms that could be infectious, right? What is your role? If you are opting a medical microbiology as your career after BSc microbiology, then what you can do after completing your masters, you can get to any of the research institute or any of the places where the research is being done regarding any of the organism which is carrying out any of the infection to a person, right? So we can find out what is the cause of this disease, and that for that cause we need to know the infection from which this infection is being carried out. Then Next is environmental microbiology. In our environment, we are aware of, as I told you earlier, air, water, soil, everywhere these microorganisms are present, and they are having moreover advantages to our environment. Food microbiology, industrial microbiology, wastewater treatment, environmental bioremediation, these all are the advantages of our microorganisms. Now, bane. See, many of the people say that microbes are bane, but being a microbiologist, I never considered microbes a bane if I being a selfish, because you could have seen the current scenario where the COVID affected the overall world. Many of the people lost their jobs, but the people who had jobs were the researchers, the microbiologists, the doctors. Why? Because of these virus investigation. So I simply don't. It is a bane because it is affecting our overall human health. It is affecting plants. It is affecting human health. It is affecting animals. It is even damaging the crop. It is increasing the environmental pollution, right? But it is having advantage because as this is having this much disadvantage, this much bad effect on our environment or in human beings, we can have a job opportunity in these fields. We can examine what kind of microorganisms are carrying out diseases in the plant, which are the microorganisms that is causing this particular disease in the human, what are the pathogens that are infesting the virus, what are the reasons by which we can simply control the pollution. So for yes, this is an advantage, this is a bane for microbes, but I personally consider it as an advantage for the microbiologist as in career perspectives, right? So now again I'll be focusing on the subjects and papers that you pursue in your microbiology subjects, because these are the subjects that define your career. Now many of the students who will be good at molecular biology, बहुत से ऐसे बच्चे रहेंगे जो उनके earlier in the graduation when you will be pursuing your bachelor's, you might be good at the molecular study of how the particular microorganisms, because in microbiology we study the different groups of microorganisms, but what kind of molecules they are made up of, that study we can get with the molecular biology. And many of the students I've seen, they are good at the molecular biology. So after completing your BSc microbiology, you can opt for molecular biology, you can opt for biotechnology, and many of the students are good at biochemistry. So you can pursue the biochemistry as your master's career. Immunology, if there are so many students I've seen, they are very good at immunology and they want to pursue their career. Even if you have done your master's also in the MSc microbiology, you can opt a topic that could be related to the resistance, right? That could be related to the immune system as your PhD or as your research fellowship in your future perspectives. So these are the particular subjects which you study in your microbiology, either in the bachelor's or in the master's. And from there itself, you need to identify at which I am good. कौन सा मेरा इंटरेस्ट है, किसमें मुझे सबसे ज्यादा समझ में आ रहा है, बिकॉज व्हेन यू विल आइडेंटिफाई योर इंटरेस्ट, that will lead towards your dream, because many a times we opt a particular field and we don't find interest in those fields. The reason is because we are not having that interest, we don't like that subject. So for that reason, I simply, okay, you have opted BSc microbiology, but after studying the papers, you could analyze yourself at which subject you are best, and if you will pursue your master's or your particular, I can say, your doctorate in that particular subject, you can grow more, you can excel, right? So for this reason, you should be. And now one more thing is forensic microbiology. Very few students are aware of forensic microbiology, and they are also not aware of that after doing BSc microbiology, they can opt for forensic microbiology. Yes, you can, and there is an institute in Gandhinagar in Gujarat itself, which is giving this course. So you can go, because you would have seen the CID, किस तरीके से वो लोग रिसर्च करते हैं, इन्वेस्टिगेशन करते हैं, तो किसी में भी जिनमें भी डेथ हुआ है या जो भी रीजन है, कोई पैथोजेनिक या कोई टॉक्सिक इफेक्ट अगर किसी भी पर्सन में आया, तो वो किस रीजन की वजह से, वो आइडेंटिफिकेशन आप कर पाओगे इफ यू ऑप्ट योर फॉरेंसिक माइक्रोबायोलॉजी. You can be a forensic microbiologist. Again, industrial microbiology could be a very good option as your MSc subject, because there are so many industries which are looking forward as an industrial microbiology, because you will understand how you can grow the production, because industries want to grow They simply want to put small scale and want a more output. And for that, if you will have a good master in industrial microbiology, you could be the I can say the good candidate for that particular companies. Food microbiology is also a very good subject which simply enlarges your how much, like your cheese, yogurt. There are so many kefir. These all are the fermented foods that are prepared from the microorganisms. And again, there are few of the microorganisms that are spoiling the foods, right? So this is a very good subject to go inside. And I personally feel the people who are foodie, they can also get into a research and find out what are the constituents, what kind of calcium, phosphorus and contains are present in the particular food constituents. That could be a good way towards a research also. Then pharma microbiology. If after completing your BSc microbiology, you opt for pharmacology or pharma microbiology, even if you do simple particular your MSc microbiology, then also you can make your career in pharma companies. Many of the big pharma companies are hiring microbiologists, right? But as in QC/QA, and there are many other posts R&D where you can work. See, simply people say being a microbiology, how you will work over there. But there is a defined job for each and every subject, and you can simply see how many subjects a microbiology student covers, right? So if you will simply pursue it as in your masters or your further career subject, how much I can say a wide range of options you are having. Again, a marine microbiology, our ocean, our estuaries are having a lot of microorganisms that are present. You can also have a deep study of that. Environmental microbiology, as I said earlier, also having a lot of microorganisms and lot of advantages to us, and this is a good perspective for the study. These are the major, I can say, the taxonomic branches which I have studied, which you will be studying: bacteriology, virology, phycology, mycology, and parasitology, which enhances our knowledge on the level of their morphology, how they look, what is their overall genetic constituents, and also this overall, which we start from the, I can say, the first we start microscopic examination to overall, I can say, the genetic level, the molecular examination that simply covers the bioinformatics. Our microbiology is that wide that it comprises all the interdisciplinary subjects. So if you simply complete your career from this subject, you have a wide range of job roles as a microbiologist. So one of the, I can say, the major job role you can have, it is your research assistant. Many of the research institutes, companies are hiring microbiologists as a research assistant because they can simply engage you as in their research activities, right? Simply figuring out the kind of microorganism that is causing the disease, figuring out the solutions, how you can treat the particular disease, and they can assist high level of researchers by varied activities in this field of science. These is some of the top recruiting agencies like RGCB, that Indian Institute of Science, ICAR, Indian Agriculture Research Institute, CCMB, then ISSER. These are the few of the top recruiting agencies which I have mentioned over here. There are many other which are hiring microbiologists as a research assistant post, and you should be aware of that and you should apply. You should not think that only PhD students can apply, or the persons who are having a net slate. Many a times, yes, it is important to have a qualified examination. I will talk about that also earlier. But even after completing your masters in the particular subject, in the microbiology subject, you can apply as a research assistant, as a junior research fellowship, GR. Then next is the clinical microbiologist. Wherever the clinical laboratories are there, you can go over there, you can examine the specimens in the plant, animals, human, what kind of disease it is carrying out, and for that a proper, who is having a deep knowledge about the particular subject. If I simply keep particular, say for example, if I commerce student, if go, they can't go there. Any of the other simple, a biology student can't go there. Only the microbiologist or the life science or the medical technology student can get into the clinical microbiologist post, right? So this is a specific areas where you can opt for the jobs. And these are the ICMR, Indian Council for Medical Research, CDC, the Centers for Disease and Control Prevention, World Health Organization, Apollo Hospital, American Society for Microbiology. These all are hiring our overall microbiologists. Now the veterinary microbiologists, many people are even not aware of this. Now these are the persons who simply do the study of microorganisms that cause the infection in animals. Because as we are the human beings, but still there are microorganisms that are causing infections to animal too, and that study is usually called as your veterinary microbiology, and people can opt for this job too. Then food microbiologist, I'm focusing on this more because FESSI, FSI, and there are many other government jobs also for this, right? So you should be aware of, and आपको वो सारी चीजें search करनी चाहिए from your graduation, and especially when you are, if you have opted microbiology as your post graduation subject, then you should search what are the job opportunities. Like if you are sitting at your home and you are telling that I am not having any job, then it is not I can say the subject fault. It is your fault because you haven't analyzed your interest. You are not searching how many opportunities you are having being a microbiologist, right? Because if I am at a home, no one will provide me a job, right? So for that reason, you need to search. Nowadays, internet is there, Google is there. You can have a lot of knowledge from that, and where you can go and pursue your career. So you can simply see these are the only Indian, I can say the Amul, Kisan, then Britannia, Mother Dairy, Haldiram, Fortune, Everest, Parley, MDH, Balaji. These all are the top recruiting agencies that are hiring the food microbiologists. Then pharmaceutical microbiologists, they simply ensure the quality of raw materials before they are processed in the production area, monitor the microbiological quality of environmental air, monitoring water, validate the test methods used in the testing finished products and finished product, right? So pharmaceutical microbiologists are having an important role. They not only test the product, they even test the methods that are used for the testing of product, right? So you have a very good opportunity in various, I can say, the major pharma companies. And one of my classmates is in Bharat Biotech, and many of them are in Zydus. So there are so many companies which are hiring microbiologists. Then Sanofi is there, Pfizer is there, Dr. Reddy's is there, Serum India, Institute of India is there. So the Johnson and Johnson is there. So there are so many institutes who are simply hiring you. But the thing is, you need to apply. If you won't apply, no one can hire you. Then there, being a virologist, as I told you, this is the current. I can simply say there could not be a better era or better period to opt for a microbiology, because this coronavirus has uplifted our particular subject a lot and made understood to many people. Right. So these are the few major, or I can say the top recruiting agencies, but there are few of the other private and other institutes also where you can work as a virologist, or you can work on the study of virus. Now, here I have just jot down the major or from where, because many people say like there are only 2-3 options, but I only want to emphasize, because I have heard this from many of the students, many of my friends, that what are the opportunities. I just want to tell you there are so many opportunities where you can pursue your career, but the only thing is you need to be clear. Once one of my teacher told me like. What I am doing is not important. Why I am doing is very much important. If you will know why I am doing this, if you will be clear that I want to become a microbiologist or I want to become a research scientist, your motivation can go down. Many times you will fail, but somewhere or another, that your aim or that your plan or that your particular why, that I can say for few of the people want to have that doctorate, that doctor at their names earlier. So this is all I want to emphasize is, if you will know why you want to do this, your failure can never demotivate you. Your aim should be clear. You should know why you want to do. If you will be clear that I want to be the research scientist, okay, this company haven't hired me, I will try till 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, at least 16th company will hire me. But after just applying for 2 to 3 institutes and you are not getting job, then, and you are saying that I'm not getting a good job, then it is a bad. And at earlier stage you won't get. You have to get experience to get a good job, and you have to apply for that. Academic researcher, you can. There are so many, I can say, the academic researcher posts are coming out, but no one applies. Research assistant posts are coming out. Even after completing your masters, you can opt for that. As a research scientist, as a technician, laboratory technician, even after completing your MSc or BSc microbiology, you can do the PGDMLT course. And after that, you can even qualify the government exam and you can get a government laboratory technician job too. Otherwise, there are so many laboratory technician jobs that are available. Faculty, as one of I am as a teaching assistant. After completing my masters itself, I got an opportunity. But why? Because I applied for a post. If I wouldn't have applied, I wouldn't have been over here. So the thing is, as now I have completed my teaching assistant, now if I want to be a professor, if I want to be assistant professor, for that I need to complete my PhD, right? And not that, then I need to qualify the NET, SLET. These are the overall. NET is the national exam, SLET is the state level exam, which each and every state is organizing for the assistant professor post. Other than that, many of the people I have seen, they are bad at the laboratory skills, but they are very good at the writing skills, right? It is not necessary that every one of us will be good at same thing, right? So most of people I have seen, they are having good written and spoken skills, and with that they are having the knowledge of scientific knowledge, but they are bad at particular experimentation, or we can say the practical. So you can opt for scientific writer, and this scientific writer job, freelancer job, many of the people I've seen, they get this kind of job by simply getting at home. You can work from home for this job. And I must say, you should make your profile on LinkedIn, because when you will simply write what are the important or at what you are good at, many of the small companies automatically can give you, and you can get a good options from the LinkedIn of job profile. So you should opt there, and from there, freelancer, many of the freelancer companies hire these type of scientific writer, or I can say the technical writer. Because see, if someone has done, or someone is very good at English, they might not be aware of the technical knowledge of the microbiology aspects or the life science aspects. That only be known to you. If you are having a good writing skills, you should opt for a scientific writer or technical writer. And quality control, quality assurance official in many of the pharma companies and other places, you can opt for that. Laboratory manager. One of the important, another post which many of us not aware of is patent officer. I think आप सभी को पता होगा, patent that simply means if any of new thing you have come up with something new, you can own it and you can file the patent for that particular thing. And for this also there is an exam for patent officer, and if you clear that, you can get a post as a patent officer. You can be a biotechnologist, you can have a job as a clinical research associate, clinical scientist, food technologist, medicinal chemist, microbiologist, nanotechnologist, pharmacologist, research scientist, technical brewer, water quality scientist. क्योंकि वहाँ पे भी क्या चाहिए, microbiology students चाहिए who can simply check the quality of water, right? If it is pharma company, तो जो भी syringe, whatever product they are preparing, they want to verify it, validate it, whether it is pure or not, sterile or not. That checking can be done by the microbiologist. Now, one more thing, as I have told you, these particular the research assistant course, research scientist course, if you want to make a good career in research scientist post or in the academics, in particular, I can say in microbiology or any of the life science subjects, you should be focusing on the competitive entrance exams. See, I'm not telling you if you won't qualify these competitive exams, you won't get job after completing your masters in microbiology. You can get, but if you are looking forward to a bright career in microbiology, then you should have an aim of qualifying at least one of these kind of examinations. Because CSIR NET exam, we all are aware of, this is the #1 examination for the lecturership as well as for the junior research fellowship or research fellowship. And these all the top competitive entrance exam which I have enlisted over here is providing a good amount of fellowship from 25,000 to 32,000. And after 1 or 2 years of your research project, you get an increment in your particular fellowship amount. Right? So CSIR net exam, mostly this exam comes twice in a year, June and December. You should prepare for this exam from your masters itself, because many people I have seen, they think that after completing my masters I will make 1 year. It is good, you can, but if you will start, as I have subjects I have told earlier also, those subjects are only in the syllabus of CSIR net, and if you are clear with the basics of those subjects, you can simply qualify, because they are on the more objectives of your particular CSIR net. If you are clear with those subjects, you can simply qualify these exams. And your biology, 11th, 12th biology to your graduation and post-graduation subjects, if you are clear with each and every, I can bet you can simply qualify these exams. Another is the GATE exam. It is also a very good recognized exam. If you qualify this exam, you can simply get entry in any of the institute for PhD, as well as for any of the junior research fellowship or senior research fellowship posts. Then another important exam is joint graduate entrance examination for biology and interdisciplinary life sciences, that is JGEEBILS, and its simple objective is, if you are looking forward for a PhD as in your career, and AISC GRF, that is All Indian Competitive Examination, ISMR only holds this also exam, and there is also one more exam, ICMR GRF exam. These all of the exams, if you simply qualify them, you can get a fellowship, right? You don't need to work. You can simply pursue your research. If you are having a good interest in the research, if you had a dream while your graduation that one day I will also identify a good kind of microorganism, or I will identify a kind of soil organism that could be causing somewhere or another an advantage to that, or an infection to particular animal or plant, then you should qualify these exams, because you can have a good fund. And there are so many other scholarships also which are being availed by the government of India for you. But the only thing is, you have to be motivated and you need to try and build up your career in this. Now, one more thing which I itself have qualified, the university entrance exam. Each and every university, whether it is a government university, it is private university, it is college, or it is abroad, you are opting, everyone have their own university entrance exam. No problem if you are not able to crack this CSIR, GATE, ASI, JRF, ICMR. Even if you have a dream of pursuing PhD, or want to pursue a career in research, you can simply crack the PET exam of individual university or college, and you can get entry towards your goal, that is PhD. Right? Now, one more thing is agriculture research service. This is a myth of most of the students, that in this post only the particular agriculture students can apply. But I must tell you, these posts is also for a microbiology students. Microbiology students can also apply for this examination, that is ARS, Agriculture Research Service. Now, as I've seen, I haven't seen that much in my class, but as I'm teaching currently, I simply get knowledge that most of the students are moving towards foreign, but their dream is to move in foreign countries, whether it is in Australia, America, or Canada. For them, I simply want to tell you, prepare for GRE, TOEFL, and IELTS exams. Right? If you want to do PhD, MS, or also if you want to do masters from any of the foreign countries, then you need 3 plus 1 year of graduation. And for that reason, you can do 3 years of your graduation plus 1 year of any of the PG DMLT. If you are microbiology, then you can go for PG DMLT or any of the PG diploma courses. One more scientist position examination is Bureau of Indian Standard exam, and DBT, that exam is also for the GRF posts and for the PhD enrollment. So these are the only, I have mentioned the 10 most I can say top level of entrance exam. There are many other examinations which you can go through, and the syllabus is more or less same. If you simply clear if you are clear with your subjects, with your advances in the subject of microbiology or your life sciences, you can simply clear these examinations. And if you simply want to pursue the research and everything, you if you haven't also qualified the examination, then also you can see there are many of the posts that are coming as a GRF post or as a research technician post and everything, where being a master's also you can apply. Many of the food technologists, pharmacologists, so there are so wide opportunities for a microbiologist. So only I can say sky has no limit holds true in the present era for microbiology experts if you are willing, if you know your own why I am doing it or why I want to study microbiology, or if you have dream to study these kind of minute organism at a very deep level, you must pursue a career in microbiology, because it is a very beautiful subject, because it is in us, it is around us, right? With this, I just want to thank everyone who listened me, and perhaps this could be the best time I can say that anything other than virus which is more contagious is hope, right? With your why, you should have a hope while working in this field. If you have a hope and working in the field of microbiology, that can simply bring a hope to the world. So pursue microbiology is truly an experience of a lifetime, and it matters now more than ever, because this subject has so many things. And beside this, I must tell you, when you have completed your BSc in microbiology, there are many summer camps, many of the summer camps that are related to the subjects of your particular I can say the subjects related to the microbiology. So you can go there, you can have your advancement in the particular subject, that will simply enhance your skills, your knowledge towards the subject, right? Besides sitting at home, you can develop, you can I can say listen more of the conferences, attend more of the international conferences, attend as much as workshops related to the genetics, related to the molecular biology, related to the microbiology, immunology. That will simply enhance your knowledge, and it will be helping you somewhere or another to build your career in this subject, right? And one more thing I want to tell you is that if you are looking forward to work as an academics, then you can simply qualify the SLET examination, NET examination, or the examinations I told you to pursue the PhD. Once you are completed with a PhD, you can get a good post as an academician, or again as an assistant professor at a good universities. Thank you, ma'am. And thank you, everyone.
So great, Pooja. It was very good to listen to you, and I'm very glad that one of our alumni student is so confident, and she had so much depth in the knowledge. And I was very happy to see one of our students just delivering so confidently and talking about the field of microbiology. I hope our viewers also grab the knowledge, and they also have gained something from our episode 8. So very good, Pooja. I'm very happy to see you in this way.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so
Uh,
much.
Welcome, beta. Just few questions, if you don't mind, Pooja, so
Yes,
that
ma'am.
our viewers also have a brief idea regarding our institute. So you have spent 5 different years while studying in SRKI as the alumni student, and just I wanted to ask, how is your experience regarding our college?
Ma'am, if you ask you about experience, when someone asks me about my experience of college, a smile comes at my face. So you can simply imagine that those were, I can say, those golden years of our life, because we cherished. I simply not studied. I even enjoyed my college life, because we had so many curricular activities. We had the days, and we used to celebrate each and every day. And even our faculties used to involve in that, whether it was sari day or it was like I can say movie day. And I used to participate in so many debate or elocution competitions. And many of our faculties like Nehal ma'am, Ruby ma'am, they used to encourage me, go participate. This is the time where you should participate. So all I want to tell is, sometimes we feel that we get nervous, but the faculty over there encourage us. They analyze at what we are good. might we won't analyze, but they analyze at what we are good and they encourage us to participate. Whether it is debate or I can say the extracurricular activities or it is sports. Many of my friends were good at kabaddi, basketball. They went to the state level competition. I've seen them also. So it is we had a overall package. Like we enjoyed the days, we bunked the classes, even asking the teachers. Like we have a day and we used to get permission for that also. But we never bunked without asking. We used to ask if we get permission easily. You can bunk. You have a day with yourself and with the studies, right? In SRKI, we enjoyed a lot, but the main focus was towards academics and which actually helped us towards our career. And each and every faculty I can say over there is somewhere or another a boon to the department, or I can say to the university, because they all are good at their subject, and whenever they teach us we simply feel happy to sit in the class. And so it is a really indeed a great experience for me studying in SRKI and getting knowledge from you all. And I'm really thankful that you gave me this opportunity to speak, and I'll be always be thankful to SRKI, because what I am today, maybe somewhere or another, the blessings, the guidance of your is in us, so that make us moving forward. And
So positive, Pooja. And many of the comments are also coming in the chat box that you have presented and given good justice to our subject. So I'm very happy to see that our children are so much positive in their life. And one of the viewer, Dheeraj Shukla, is commenting that it's too late if I got earlier this much. I must go for microbiology. So, Dheeraj, never the late. If you are late, I hope this episode 8 about the field of microbiology. Our fresh students, especially 11th and 12th, and different viewers also, they might give information to the upcoming new budding students, and I hope this session grabs some knowledge and they get enlightened by the field of microbiology. One more, Pooja, I would like to ask that do you want to give some tips to the students so that they can move ahead with this field or something like that?
Yes, ma'am. Like, firstly, I would tell them to study well when they are in 11th and 12th biology, if they want to pursue their career in microbiology, because those basics will help them whenever they will be doing BSc in microbiology or masters in microbiology or any interdisciplinary subject related to the microbiology. And one more thing which I feel, along with the subject knowledge, they should participate in extracurricular activities, because they encourage our confidence. Because I have seen many of the students, they don't participate, because we used to participate in UGAM. I still remember those enhance our creativity. They bring at what we are good in that. These competitions were there, then model presentations, speech competitions, and extempos was there, GI Bion. So these are the competitions where students should participate, where they simply shy, they are getting shy. But I personally feel they should participate, because if they will participate, then only they will understand how wide this overall microbiology or this overall subject is. Because if you will simply stick to your theory subjects, you can never have that creative mind. And for that creativity, for that skills, you need to participate in as much as competition, as much as extra knowledge as you can get. You should attend conferences, you should go through the workshops, because they will definitely somewhere or another help you, somewhere or another will guide you in one way or another. So this is, and one more thing, many of the people, I think somewhere or another, ये मेरी भी गलती रही है कि if you are looking forward qualifying any of the competitive examinations, you should start preparing from masters itself,
Yes,
because
yes, yes.
all the subjects which are in the competitive examination syllabus are taught to us in our masters, and if we will study along with that, we can relate and we can have a more clear idea.
Okay. Very good, Pooja. The last question, I will not harass you much today. Just wanted to know and just give some ideas regarding the activities when you were student and which are the different activities which were carried out at SRKI. Please just
Yeah,
guide students regarding that.
there were so many activities like I was in books lover club, so we used to book review competition. Then there were I used to participate in debate, elocution, and
And you
each of the
always won for that. You always get prizes for debate and
yes, ma'am.
elocution.
Yes, ma'am. Like I won prizes also, and that actually boosted my, I can say, the confidence more in speaking. So like this is an advantage, and beside that, there were other cultural activities also. I can say the annual functions were there where the toppers used to get medals, and there were so many dance and singing and everything competitions over there. So that also, this is also a good interaction, and student teacher interactions were also there meanwhile. And we used to get in classes where we can present ourselves. We used to have a presentation session where teacher used to take our presentations, and which also gives a good presentation skills, how you can present somewhere, how you can build our own, because that is also very important. Being a student, you should be a good representative, because you might have a good knowledge, but if you won't represent yourself, then it is a bean again to you. So this so there were, and sports and all the other cultural activities. There were so many cultural activities. Ugam and GI Bion overall state level competitions. We used to go there. We used to, and I still remember each and every Ugam of my first year, second year, and third year, when we used to go in bus and everything, Khaman and eating Khaman, enjoying the overall competition, meeting different college students and interacting. So this is also undergraduate microbiology. It was good, and GI Bion. So we should be getting towards these type of competitions at college and other levels, because they are good. I personally feel it was a good experience for me, even academic wise, and also because I was a good co-curricular activity participant too, because I used to participate in the other
Yes,
activities.
I do remember that. Yes. That fulfills so much by looking at you that the motto and the vision of SRKI always not only teaching a syllabus or completion of syllabus is necessary, but always we keep in our mind that molding of students in a way that in the society they should be a civilized person. Always they should never forget the humanity, and we always try to give moral values to our students also. आपको देख के पूजा आज ये सब फुलफिल हो रहा है. आई एम रियली हैप्पी कि जो भी हमने इनपुट्स डाले हैं तो आपके रूप में जो बाहर आ रहा है, इट इज़ वेरी गुड. I hope our future running students and upcoming students are also be like positive and full of knowledge and a good human being, of course. So thank you, Pooja, again for sparing your valuable time. And at once,
And
as I said, that please,
I
yes, yes,
personally want to thank each and every faculty, because every one of them have encouraged and motivated us. Not only the faculties, even the non-teaching, the peon bhai, I still remember Sagar bhai and everyone. They also helped in dissertation. Because of them, our dissertation is being completed. Shefali ma'am, everyone, each and everyone has
yes.
helped us, and so it was a good experience. Whenever I recall my all friends, and I think a few days back we went in a marriage of one of my friends. We were recalling, so we thought one day is less to talk about college days, right? So
Yes,
there
of
are
course, this
so
is your
many
precious
memories
life.
we had in those 5 years.
Yes. This is your precious moments which you spend over here, and I am happy that you are happy with our knowledge and whatever we gave you. You admire that qualities of SRKI. So, and I'm also always thankful to you that once I call and you were ready, like ठीक है मैम कर लेंगे, and you were always confident कि चलो मैडम practice कर लेते हैं. And thank you so much that at once you were ready and you took valuable time to give this and fulfill this session in a good way, and you carry it very off. I can say that you have done a great job by giving this knowledge to our viewers. So in future also we'll be fortunate enough to call you at this level as an alumni student. And not only you but viewers also, which patiently listen to the session and continuously they are sending messages in the chat box with so energetic, so knowledgeable, etc. So that boost up this session. So, viewers, thank you listening and taking pain to devote your 1 hour time और शांति से आप सब सुने. आई होप आपको सब इसमें से नॉलेज गेन करे, आपके फ्यूचर के लिए ये सब यूजफुल हो. So I end the session over here. We'll be coming up with new and new episodes from Sarvajanik University. So thank you, Pooja. Thank you, viewers. So all the best for your life. Okay, bye bye.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.